Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching Bitcoin Morpheus. I am here to free your mind and get you out of debt slavery and into the freedom of Bitcoin. And I'm joined here with Inti Campo.
Good morning, people. How are you doing today?
He's going to help you as well. Wow, we got a great show for you guys. Oh my God, what the heck happened to Ethereum? Did you guys see that on Bybit? Did anybody? Oh my goodness, man. It was crazy. And I saw it coming all the way. I was like, no, man. Every single indicator was telling me, no, don't go long Ethereum. Don't go long. Don't. Stay away. Stay away. And yeah, it was clearly was saying that, and it was clearly correct. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about XRP. We're going to be talking about Bitcoin. We're going to be talking about some altcoins on your requests, of course, as well. So, of course, I noticed that there won't be a whole lot of requests because, let's see, how many of you guys are on here? 35 people viewing. And also on Twitch, 55. So if you guys have a few altcoin requests, throw them out there. We're going to do a little bit of those as well today on today's show. Maybe even after, do a few more in the question and answer period. So get ready for that. And before we get onto the charts and all the cool stuff for today, Inti's got a few words to say.
Yes. As always, people, it's worth to remind you that this video is for entertainment purposes only, and this is not financial advice. Please do your own research before putting any of your hard-earned money on the market. And additionally, be very careful when you go in the comment section because it's full of scammers and Davinci's impersonators, right?
Oh yes, we should mention that before we get onto the show, because the amount of scammers that we see is just unprecedented. We're trying to figure out a way to get rid of them, and it's not easy. So we're working on it. I'm trying to filter them out with the filters and stuff like that, but they just keep finding ways to work around the filters. So please be careful, right? I met on my meetup, a lot of people were saying, hey, you messaged me and said call your broker. I'm like, what? And then they showed me the message. And I'm like, that's a scam message. Yeah. So please don't fall into that trap. I'll never ask you to call somebody else or message someone else, except my company, right? For example, I'll tell you to message Carolina, right, at info@DavinciCodes.net, right? That's the only place where you would actually contact us and know that you're getting information directly from us. Is if I tell you to go to DavinciCodes.net. All right. With that said, let's get on with the show. Okay. We've got over here first, Ledger, right, is giving a 40% off discount, man. If you want to get, if you've always thought about getting a hardware wallet, now's the time to do it, right? 40% is a good discount, and I would suggest you go pick that up. Also, it's Black Friday on Trezor as well, 20% discount. You know what? I think I might pick one up myself with the 20% because you know what? I want to see. Oh, there's a 3-pack here. I want to see here. Is there a 3-pack? I want to see the 3-pack. 20% on a 3-pack. I think I might do that myself, right? And hey, you know what? Just for fun today, in the actual video, not the live stream, guys, not you guys here on the live stream, right? I'm going to be giving away one Trezor to any some lucky commenter tomorrow. We're gonna choose a lucky commenter tomorrow. So remind me, Inti, to pick somebody that will win a Trezor.
All right. Write it down somewhere.
So make sure you're paying attention for tomorrow's video, because if you don't, you're gonna miss out on the win. All right. Next, let's get on to the Bitcoin TA for today. Man, I feel like, you know what? I feel like I got scam-wicked, man. I got scam-wicked, right? Why do I feel like that? Well, in one of the shows I said, I think it was the MMCrypto shows, I said, look for a W, right? You start you break on the breakout, right? You enter, you take a stop loss on the lowest wick, and then there you go. You take a 2-to-1, and there you go. And it didn't quite pay out, right? It was like almost and no. And now scam wick, like, it just wiped you out. So if you didn't move your stop to break even at the 50% level, you probably got wicked out. And look at that. You're like, oh man, no. And that's how it's going to be from here on out, right? So, I mean, here's another W, right? Again, you could do the same thing. You could have done the same thing here. But that's the way it is. That's a trader's life, right, Inti? Sometimes
yes,
you win.
You have to live with losses.
Sometimes you lose. And there is a person in our group that lost 90% of their portfolio.
No!
Yeah, I know. I feel bad for that guy.
Oh.
And I tell everybody, right, and I'm going to repeat it here and right now. The maximum percentage you should lose on any particular trade is 5%. The maximum of your portfolio. And that's all of the portfolio, whatever you've got in your portfolio. So, for example, if you only lose 5% of your portfolio every single time, right, you will not run out of money, right? Because it's only 5% of whatever you got left. Okay. So, with that said, let's go to the higher time frames. And we're so close to the seeing Bitcoin hit the all-time high price on Bitstamp, but we're so far away. And then, is it gonna dump? Because that's like exactly 34%, which is a normal dumpage, right? To the what's it called? The stop to the 21 EMA. But maybe, well, this 21 EMA will be moving up probably about $500. So we could say 13.5, 13 something. So if we move this, and why can't I move it? There we go. No, it's not letting me move it. It's not letting me highlight it. Not letting me move it. Come on, you can do it. Come on, man. 34. Okay, so if we say, yeah, there we go. Let's do the 4. So if we were to go to which was called the Fibonacci level, extension level of 4, right? 4x, we can see it's at 20,400, and 20% retracement would bring us approximately, 34% retracement would bring us approximately to the 13,500 level. So maybe we're going there. I don't know. This is just crazy guessing. So take it with a grain of salt. I want to see Bitcoin, like, I want to see Bitcoin just go crazy. I want to see it go absolutely bananas. Absolutely bananas. I mean, talking about like 22,000 here, 24,000. For me to really say, yeah, okay, it's overextended. I want to see that. I want to see the overextension where it's so far away from its moving averages that it's like, hello, what are you doing going long? Just like we said here on Ethereum, right? We were like, over here, just the other day, I was saying, okay, what are you doing here trying to go for long? You're smoking weed. That's not a good idea. And what happened? Everything was screaming, don't get in along. Don't get in along. Get out. Get out. Get out. It didn't matter that I was a little bit early. Right? And I remember showing you guys a short trade, right? That did not get stopped down. And you would have made a ton of money if you took that trade. We maybe try to edit in that video. Everything screams short. All the lower time frames scream short, like crazy. And so, anyways, as you can see, it just rolled over and dumped hard. I started shorting this thing, at the 60, 601, 604 at this point, because I was like, okay, there's just too much evidence that this is going to roll over. Too much. And so I had to take a short, and I got paid. Right? And there it is. There she blows. And now she's rolling back up. Now, I'm looking, where do we go from here? Is it going to go higher? Is it going to roll up higher? Maybe. Maybe not. But we're still overextended, right? Because even though this dump did occur, it didn't actually show up on the cash market. So we're still overextended. We're still super overextended. So I'm going to wait to see how the charts play out over the next little while on the 4 hour and the 1 hour, and see if I can find some sort of reason to go short. And I'm going to share that reason to go short with the Pandora's Wallet subscriber. So make sure, right, you are subscribed to Pandora's Wallet if you want to see where I'm going to go short again on Ethereum, because Ethereum is definitely overextended, and you want to get as much Ethereum as you possibly can. So because it's very useful, right? If you want to buy my DJ15 token, you need to pay for it with Ethereum, and you need the Ethereum actually to pay for the transaction fees. So make sure you have some Ethereum in your back pocket, so you could buy some DJ15 tokens. Now, with that said, let's move on to XRP, because we're going to talk about manipulated coins, because my coin is completely manipulated. See? You can see it here. You can see it here. This was all me. This was all me. This was all me. Right? This was natural. I did not do that. All right? And you have to do the same with XRP, and it's really easy to see, right? This is all Brad Garlinghouse, right? And this is Brad Garlinghouse the other way. Just so you know. Okay? And this is Brad Garlinghouse on the first pump, right? And the rest is going to probably be the public, okay? And then when we come back down, right? You know who's going to be selling it to you? Selling it on you? It's this guy right here. I'm going to show you. Show you. Oh, no, not the Scamwick guy. Sorry. Hang on. It's the Brad Garlinghouse guy. Here. There he is. He's going to dump it on you. He's going to sell XRP on you hardcore. And yeah, you should ride this a little bit more. I would say, looking for a return to you're not looking for a return to the all-time highs, right? Even though it could do it, right? I would say you should walk away from the 61.8 at $2 and some cents if it gets up there. That's where you should definitely walk away on this thing. Don't let it. And because they could dump it on you at any time. So, and right, look at taking profits at 38.2, because that's another stopping level for price action. So, take some off the table, right? Make sure that you go, okay, well, you know what? I made some money. I'm going to take some off the table. Maybe take back my profit, what I put into this, so that I'm never a loser. And that's it. Right? Start there, and then take take additional profits at the 61.8, and that's my suggestion for you guys. All right, so two solid altcoins, right? And why don't you, Inti, do you have an altcoin for me before I go on to the news?
Yeah, sure. We have a lot. Why don't you check? Let's see, XLM.
All right, Stellar Lumens. All right, I'm gonna go on the Bitcoin price, and the reason why is because we want more Bitcoin, not more what's it called, dollars, right?
Look at that.
I know, I'm about to get a double, right? Stellar Lumen, right? A little bit crazy. This smells of manipulation, right? Because this kind of V bottom is always manipulation. Always. When you see that just out of nowhere kind of thing, Yeah. 100% manipulation. 100%. Right? So they pumped this, right? Up. If you bought the bottom, you've already created a couple of doubles. You already created one double at least here, and congratulations. And yeah, so I'm looking for my first double here up here. So I think we might pump that up to that point sometime soon. If we don't, I'm not going to fret about it. I'm just going to wait until I get my payday, and it will come. It will come because the people, the masses are here. They're right. They've already started in. Right. This is beyond the Bollinger Band. This is all pure the public just buying this nonsense. Right. Buying this up. It's nobody else. Right. It's not the manipulators. They're already gone. They're already like, let's see how far these people are gonna go. Take this. That's where they are right now. So we'll see how far this thing goes. Now, if we go out to the weekly, overall, this thing is probably going to take out all of its highs because the amount of people that were going to be coming into altcoin space and cryptocurrency space is going to be an order of magnitude more than what we had in 2017. Order of magnitude more. What is an order of magnitude? Inti, do you know?
No, I have no idea.
An order of magnitude means like you add 10 to it. Multiply by 10.
Ooh.
So you add a 0 to the end of how many people you think came into the altcoin space last time. Add a 0 to that. So let's just say it was I don't know. I'm gonna say 30 million, right? We're gonna have like 300 million people come into the altcoin space, right? An order of magnitude people, a number of people coming into the space, right? Think about that. If there's 30 million, that's 270 million more people are going to be in. So what do you think is going to happen to the price of altcoins with that much more people coming in?
It's going to go ballistic.
Correct. Correct. Alrighty. So easily we can see this thing pump to the 61.8 priced in Bitcoin and go even higher, and probably break its all-time highs. The scarier thing is if you were to draw an extension on this. No, you'll freak out, right? If you do extensions, you'll freak out how high this thing can go. So, I don't want to scare the people. I don't want to scare people, right? And think you have them have what's it called? High hopes and great dreams, right? Now, let's just start with something small and get your little old lady on, right? And don't wet your panties thinking about, oh my God, this thing's going all the way up to like 0.002. No. Think small first. And then if it gets bigger, that's great. All right, let's head on with the first news article of today. Well, it's like Peter Schiff. He's at it again. I mean, this is an old one, but I had to bring this up. I forgot to bring it up yesterday, right? He said since PayPal's customers buying Bitcoin in anticipation of using it to fund future purchases must sell Bitcoin to buy an actual currency to transact with merchants. Today's buyers are tomorrow's sellers. If speculation fever dies down, who will take the other side of the trade? I mean, there's so much wrong with that statement, right? Let's put that replace that Bitcoin with gold. Your statement remains, right, the same, right? And it's both incorrect whether you put Bitcoin or gold there, right? And so, what are you smoking? Then I had to point out, right? You ignore the fact that PayPal will be allowing merchants to directly accept crypto. I did notice they are not letting people transact in gold. And I'm like, gold's been around a lot longer than Bitcoin. There's a lot of processes available for them to digitize gold. And they didn't. They didn't. Kind of tells you something now, doesn't it? Oh my God. Tells you something's wrong with gold. That's what it tells you, just so you know. And what's wrong with it? Sovereign nations can take it. They can go, no, you're not doing that. And what are you going to do? Right? They can't do that with Bitcoin. They cannot. It's decentralized. You control it. You own it. You manage it. Everything. That's it. They know this is why. And then the custody of it is a lot cheaper. Right? A lot cheaper. But he doesn't see, Peter doesn't seem to understand that. He actually has the balls to say that custody of Bitcoin is a lot more expensive than gold. I mean, what? Let's just say you have like 10 kilos of gold, right? You need to buy a safe, right? You're not going to just leave it hanging around in the house, right? You need to at least buy a safe or even put it into a safety deposit box or pay for somebody else to hold it for you, right? So with Bitcoin, the same amount of dollar value in gold, right? You just have to have one of those little Ledger Nano S's to safeguard it, right? And that's it, right? Maybe what's it called? A crypto steal, right? It's ridiculous, right? You don't need to spend a lot more. You have to spend a lot more if you have a lot of gold, institutional level of gold, a lot more. It's like unbelievable. What is Peter Schiff smoking? I have no idea. Now, Bitcoin's finally finds a rationale in doomsday scenario. I want to find this article. If somebody can find me this article, right? Who wrote this nonsense? Because I wanted to read it and get a good laugh, but I couldn't find it anywhere. And obviously, they're trying anything to hate on Bitcoin. They're like grasping at straws. The Financial Times, they're just absolutely grasping, because this is the second time they put out some hit piece on Bitcoin. And I'm like, no, I want a good laugh, right? I'm not paying you. I'm not paying for Financial Times, what, $300 a year, so I can laugh at their nonsense, right? I don't have. If I want the Onion, I'll go to the Onion. It's free. Oh man. Oh, did I just insult the Financial Times and call it the Onion, Inti?
Maybe. I don't like to fall in that kind of discretion.
Alrighty. Oh damn! I'm having too much fun. I swear to God. This should be illegal.
Don't say it. It may be in the future. Don't say it.
Oh man. So, oh wow. You know what? MMCrypto, right? If you watched the show with me on MMCrypto, I was pounding the table when this thing happened, right? And I forgot to bring that up when we were bringing up the Ethereum news. But anyways, yeah, I just want you to head over and hit the like button on this one, and maybe even the like button on the tweet for Peter Schiff, right? And I think the reason why we're seeing Ethereum might back off shortly, right? I remember, right? I have on the charts the date, that critical date here. Ethereum does not like to rally in December. Is it possible that we rally this time? Yes, it is. But with it being so overextended into this fundamental event, you have to assume that we are going to dump hard and take a while to recover. Maybe recover in 2021, January 2021, before we see the recovery phase. So I expect Ethereum to at least come down to this red trend line, to retest it again, and then before we actually see it, or even the purple one, to see it actually start moving up again. So please be careful of that, right? This is great that they've met their target goals, and ETH 2.0 is ready to launch. Well, the first phase of it, and I hope the people who are pledging their Ethereum understand that they will not be able to use those Ethereum until phase 1, which is approximately 2 years from now. Which will obviously, because it's the software development cycle, means it'll probably take 4 years. Right? So, just so you know, that's how software development works. So they have to be. I hope they're prepared for that. So, there's going to be a lot of angry people. I can tell you that, right? No. Also notice that Bitcoin ETH locked in DeFi hits 14 billion, but there's a catch. What it's saying here is that the dollar value has increased, but the number of coins actually being locked up is decreasing. So that means people are taking profits here. They're actually taking it out of the DeFi projects and they're selling them. But even though that, like for example, let's just say you had 10 coins in a DeFi project, and it was at $100, right? But then all of a sudden, 50% of those coins dropped, so you only have 5, but the coins are now worth $1,000. Well, it looks like there's a lot more money in DeFi, right? But really, people are taking out half of their money, half of their coins, and they're probably going to sell them into the market. And that's what's happening. All right. Ether, XRP, and other altcoins rally as Bitcoin heads for all-time high. Yes, that's all great. CNBC, right? You make me nervous when you start talking about stuff like this. When you start chatting and telling people, "Oh my goodness, look at that, 19K Bitcoin, 6,000." You just, it's a very bad sign. Because this is catered to the average person, and the average person, the market is designed to take the most amount of money from the most amount of people most of the time. Sometimes the average person wins. Sometimes. But most of the time, they do not. So keep that in mind.
Now, we were expecting this.
Yes.
And we were waiting for this for weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a matter of time.
Exactly. So, I think we should take serious precautions with our trades. Make sure that you're not buying any of these coins at all-time highs now, or close to it, or no, they're not close to all-time highs. I mean, really, most of them are like at many percentages away, like 60%. I think Ethereum is like 60% away from its all-time high.
Wow.
Yeah. And so,
you got a lot of room.
yeah, exactly. Ethereum, right, as well. XRP as well. It's 60% or more, probably 70%. But it is. They have pumped heavily, and so wait for a discount, right? Don't you think?
Yes.
It makes sense to wait for a discount.
Yes, it's going to fall.
Mm-hmm.
It goes up, down, up, down. The market is not moving anywhere.
Exactly.
Just look at the history, and there's always a place to get in.
Exactly.
And it's not at the top.
Exactly. So keep that in mind. All right, let's do one more coin before we close off the show, and then we'll end the show, and then start with the question and answers for the live audience. All right.
All right.
So what do you got for me, Inti?
What is happening with Litecoin?
Litecoin. I should have probably done Litecoin yesterday. Especially since, I had the socks on, right? The Litecoin socks. Oh, no, it was the Bitcoin socks.
It was Bitcoin socks.
That's right. It was the Bitcoin socks. I did have the Litecoin socks one time. And I should have done Litecoin on that day. But let's just see what's going on here. Litecoin.
Please stay alive, Litecoin.
Well, Litecoin has, bottomed here, and it's pumping in the Bitcoin price. I really don't see Litecoin doing a whole lot more anything crazy. I mean, it will probably go and take out these highs here, but I don't see it doing anything crazy. Like, for example, if we go to Bittrex, right? We can get more data, right? I don't see it taking out the all-time highs here. I don't see it taking out the all-time high priced up here as well. Why is that? Well, because Litecoin is nothing special. It's not more than Bitcoin. So I think it will travel up high up here, right? And you will be able to get some profits here. But I don't think it will take out the highs. I think we'll see something like the 78.6 priced in Ethereum. And that's my opinion. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. So accept that. So listen to my opinion with a grain of salt. And because it's not special, I don't see anything beyond the 78.6 or 61.8. Right? And so I don't have a heavy bet on the Litecoin. Just in dollar value, it's going to probably just do something absolutely crazy. But overall, it's just not going to make a big dent against the Bitcoin price. All right. With that said, thank you all for watching. I hope you learned something today. I hope you learned not to lose one big bet in order to try to make a lot of money on the market. That's the worst thing you could ever do. And if you did, then you know what? My job here is done. I don't need to show up tomorrow. Just kidding. I will. All right. Well, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.